How did you expose your boss at the bar? My boss Howard had been following my female coworkers and me to bars every Friday night for months. He'd show up at whatever place we chose, pretending it was coincidence. He'd buy us round after round of shots, even when we said no. Then when someone got way too drunk too fast, he'd offer to drive them home. We all thought something was off but couldn't prove it until Anissa showed up to work shaking and trying not to cry. I took her to the bathroom with me and told me what happened. She'd been at the bar with us having her usual 2 vodka sodas when everything went fuzzy. The next thing she remembered was waking up on Howard's couch, fully dressed but confused and scared. Howard was in his kitchen making eggs like this was totally normal. He told her she'd been too drunk to give him her address, so he had to take her to his place to keep her safe. He drove her home later acting like he was some kind of hero. But Anissa knew her body and knew 2 drinks had never done that to her before. After Anissa told me her story, I started asking other women in our department if they'd experienced anything strange with Howard. The stories came flooding in immediately. Miriam said she'd thrown up violently after Howard handed her a specific drink at happy hour. Teresa couldn't remember 3 hours of a night when Howard bought her champagne at the company holiday party. Imogen had weird gaps in her memory from her birthday, when Howard insisted on ordering her fancy cocktails. Every single story followed the same pattern. Howard would buy drinks, pressure us to drink them, then offer rides when we got mysteriously wasted. I created a group chat with 5 women at first, but it grew to include all 14 female employees in our department within 2 days. We compared our experiences and realized Howard had either targeted each of us directly or we'd watched him do it to someone else. Gabrielle ordered substance testing strips online that could detect if drinks had been tampered with. We decided to set a trap for him the next Friday at our regular bar. Polly volunteered to be the bait since she'd just started working with us, and Howard always went after the new girls. We planned everything like we were planning a heist. Gabrielle and Fiona would get there early to save tables where we could see everything. I would stand at the bar recording with my phone. Teresa would use the test strips to check any drinks Howard touched. Miriam would pretend to be drunk to see if Howard would try to take her home. Cade would call 911 when we had evidence. Everyone else would stay sober and watch carefully. We even had Miriam's boyfriend waiting in the parking lot in case Howard tried to force anyone into his car. Friday night came and our plan worked perfectly. We posted our location on Instagram at 8 o'clock. Howard walked in 18 minutes later with a big fake surprised smile. "What are the odds of running into you all here?" he said as he approached our table. He immediately sat next to Polly and started complimenting her outfit. He tried to order her a martini, but she said she was on antibiotics. Howard laughed and said 1 drink wouldn't hurt anyone. Then he ordered lemon drop shots for the entire table, even though we kept saying we didn't want them. When the shots arrived, Howard picked up the tray himself and handed specific glasses to specific people. He made sure Polly got a particular one. Teresa pretended to look for her phone and dropped a testing strip into Polly's shot. The strip changed color in seconds, showing there were substances in it. I kept recording while Teresa tested 3 more drinks Howard had given us. Every single one tested positive for sedatives. Cade quietly walked outside to call the police. Miriam started acting like the substances were hitting her to keep Howard distracted. Howard completely fell for it and moved closer to Miriam. He put his hand on her back and started guiding her toward the exit, saying she needed fresh air. That's when 2 police officers walked through the door. The entire bar went quiet watching them approach our table. Teresa handed them the testing strips and explained what we'd discovered. I showed them my video of Howard handling the drinks. Then other women started telling the officers about previous incidents. Howard's expression changed from confused to terrified as he understood he'd been caught. They arrested him right there in the middle of the bar.